Morning, guys. I just wanted to say hi, and I know it's a little late in the morning, but now that I'm pregnant, I am taking advantage of getting my son in the morning, making sure he's good, and then going back to bed for a little bit because I get so sleepy. But I wanted to address some of the questions from yesterday's live. A lot of people are asking about intuitive and emotional eating. And a great way that I just address that is first thing in the morning with my morning meditation. So I wanted to walk you guys through that. First thing I do first, though, is I dry brush. And I already did it, and I'm already dressed, and it's really cold. So I'll just show you guys how I usually do it. I start with the arms here, and you brush and you go towards the heart. And this is with no clothes on, obviously. You keep brushing towards the heart, and you go up your forearms, up your shoulders, your triceps. I really get the triceps because that loose kind of like skin, this really tightens that up. Goes towards your lymphatic drainage point, which is like right here in the armpit. And then I go around in a circle around my tummy, and it's really nice because the baby's in there and I feel like it warms the baby up. And then I stand up and I start doing it up my legs, really getting the backs of the calves, the shins. So you want to go upwards towards the heart always. Then I go back in the inner thigh area, which can also be a problem area sometimes, and the other leg, up, 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 up. Then the back, too, and the bum, I do circles as well. So that really gets the energy going, and that not only stimulates the lymphatic system for proper drainage in the morning, it tightens your skin, gets rid of, eventually if you do it every single day, it will improve cellulite, and it improves the detoxification in the body. So that's what we're trying to do all the time in this kind of boundary lifestyle, food combining, living alkaline. We want to prep the body for optimum release, whether that's through going to the bathroom, like pee or poo, sweating, all those great stuff. When you wake up and you have the crud in your eyes and like all that stuff, bad breath, that is your body detoxing, which is why we eat light to heavy. Just a quick little tip of food combining is we eat light in the morning, heavier at night, because our body rests at night and it detoxes. And how do we know that? You wake up and you're all gross because your body's releasing. So that's a little note on that. But I want to go back to the intuitive eating, emotional eating thing, body love and all of that. The first thing I do is I meditate, and I've been using Gabby Bernstein's Body Love Meditation from May Cause Miracles. You can get it on iTunes and download the album, or just download the meditation if you want. It's the first one. It's the one I keep coming back to because not only is it great for your body and love of your body, but also you can switch out the word body and apply it to life, relationships, anything. It's just a really universal meditation. It's on my phone, so I can't play it for you guys, but I'll just walk you through it kind of, and even if you don't have the meditation itself, you can kind of use your own words. So I dry brush first. Why? Because I get like the energy going, and I like, and I feel like it gets my vibration really high. When I meditate straight in bed, I'm still kind of sleepy, and this really wakes me up, and I feel like I want to be awake for my meditation. Otherwise, it's just I'm not really like present. I sit cross-legged here, like this, straight back, because we really want the energy to like come out from our head, straight through the spine. If you're just going like this, whatever, you're not really engaged. So straight spine. Close your eyes. And the first thing you do is take a deep breath. Take 3 deep breaths. And I find that when you just stop and take a deep breath, you quiet all the chatter, all the anxiety that comes up in the morning and what I have to do. I don't have enough time. I didn't eat well last night. Any of those things. just brings you back to your body. It's immediately healing. And what's interesting about alkalinity is that alkalinity is not just juice, vegetables, fruits, and green juices and all that. It's feelings, which I didn't realize, but feelings are acidic or alkaline. So if you are feeling stressed, that is acidic. And so that's when people say, oh, stress causes weight gain. It does, because we hold on, acidity holds on to, our cells are alkaline. Yes, our cells are alkaline. And when acidity comes into our body, that's acidic. And so they bind and they stick and they stay with us. Same thing with feelings. When negative feelings come through our body, they stick. We harp on them. We harbor resentment, that kind of thing, because they stick. When we're joyful, they just leave the body. My teacher, Gil Jacobs, told me that. Why? Because alkalinity and alkalinity don't mix. They just go. So when we wake up with this acidic feeling and stress, we want to get rid of that. And immediately when you take 3 deep breaths, breathe in through your mouth, and then you expand your belly when the breath in, and contract your belly out. I immediately feel like a wash of alkalinity, peace. That immediately, just if you take 3 breaths, is going to set your day right. It's going to help you make those choices, choosing healthier foods, healing foods over that bagel, or just grabbing a bar, and because you're so stressed and you don't have time. When you just pause, you can create that space to make a decision of what you really want for the day and what your body really wants. But to take it a step further, after 3 breaths, I say to myself, I see my body with love. I release any negative feelings. This is just an affirmation from Gabby Bernstein. I'm paraphrasing, but it's, I see my body with love, breath in. I release any negative feelings. I see my body with love. I release any negative feelings. And that immediately retrains your brain to think, I'm going to be kind to my body. I release any criticism. I'm going to be kind to my body today. I release any judgment. And it's almost like giving yourself a warm hug. It's almost like someone coming to you and being like, it's okay. You should love your body. And by loving your body, you're going to feed it healthy, alkaline, delicious foods that's going to aid circulation, aid detoxification, aid energy. And I truly believe that when you meditate every morning, it makes you more pretty. I know that sounds crazy, but it really just centers you, and you can tell by people who meditate kind of the peace in their eyes and the calm. And when you don't meditate and you're frantic and you're like, I gotta grab my coffee, I gotta do this. Believe me, I have those days 100%. But when I find I stop for a moment and I do this meditation, whether it's about my body, again, if it's not about your body and then you're talking about your life, that's a little crazy. I see my life with love. I release any negative feelings. I see my day with love. I release any negative feelings. That really sets you up for a peaceful approach to this lifestyle. So I've been getting messages about, can you do low-cal recipes, low-carb recipes, like this and that. There's so much fear behind those requests because we're afraid of carbs, we're afraid of fat, we're afraid of letting our bodies be intuitive. And that's what intuitive eating is. It is stop listening to all of these rules, whether it's from your nutritionist, whether it's from your friends, whether it's from the latest F Factor book that's like the craze now. Forget these rules and come back to yourself, because why do we search for these books, and why do we search for these outside sources to tell us what to eat?
because we don't trust our bodies, because in a sense we hate our bodies. We think our bodies don't know anything, and we're so cruel to our bodies. Forget it. You don't know what you're thinking. I'm going to buy this book because they know better than me on what to eat. Because if I were left to my own devices, I would eat the worst things in the world, and I would be like 1,000 pounds and I would be miserable. No, like our bodies know truly what they want. Remember when we were like 4 or 5 years old and we knew what we wanted. We knew what we tasted good. We knew what felt good. We knew what didn't taste good and didn't feel good. And we were thriving little children. And somewhere along the way, we lost that trust. So this meditation, this body love meditation from Gabby Bernstein, or if you want to just create one on your own, it's all the same message, is I see my body with love. I am love. I release any negative feelings. When you start to send your body love, all of a sudden this little voice awakens, this little light, and you're like, oh, I haven't been sending this body love for years, for decades, since I was a little girl. And it's the beginning of a healing journey, to send our bodies love and to let them make the decision for us. When it comes to food combining, instead of viewing it as a set of rules and another set of things to figure out, it really just helps clarify things, what digests better, and then you can really, within those parameters, go nuts and really explore what delicious dishes you want. Like if you're feeling like if your body wants pasta, have the pasta. We just do it in a certain way to help release in our body so it doesn't stay there. So it's a win-win. We get what we want, we feed our soul, we feed our bodies, and it doesn't stick, and we don't have to have that regret in the end. So the number one thing about intuitive and emotional eating, the first step that you guys have to do if you want to, and that's helped me personally, is every morning wake up, if you can dry brush to get that energy going, and take those 3 breaths. You can even do it now with me. And together we'll say, I send my body love. I release any negative feelings. I send my body kindness. I release any judgment. I send my body peace. I release any criticism. And you can do that for as long as you want. Honestly, 1 minute, 30 seconds will do so much. Really set yourself on the right track. So that was my little thing on emotional eating and the meditation for it, and intuitive eating. Because by doing that meditation, you really ignite your intuition. You know what's good for you and what isn't, and you'll set your day up for that. If you do it every day, you'll set your life up for that, and it creates a really strong practice. If you're not used to doing it, it's going to feel new and you might cry. Some days I do cry. Some days I am not really tapped in. But if you keep doing it, it will create this second nature of knowing what you want. So now I feel like I've been doing it for so long, I've reverted back to being like a child, in the sense that I eat what I want when I want it. I know when I'm not hungry. I don't eat when I'm not hungry. Kids don't eat when they're not hungry. They don't like mindlessly snack, like my son, when I'm like, here, have dinner, and he doesn't want it. He's not hungry. He knows intuitively. He did not have to be taught that. He was born that way. And with all these rules that we've learned on like 6 meals a day, eat at this time, don't eat at this time, don't eat after this time, we've confused ourselves. We have no idea when to eat. We have no idea when we're hungry. We have no idea when we're full, when to say no. But if you continue to do a meditation like this, I promise you, you will reignite that intuition, and soon you'll get to the point where you're like a child again, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm not hungry, so I'm not going to eat. Or, oh, I'm upset, so I want a hug, I want to go for a walk, I want to work out. No, I don't want to go grab that like mindless bag of chips or whatever to make me feel good. So it all starts with the meditation. I could talk about this for days and days and days, but really, something that Marianne Williamson said in her streaming lecture last week is, we can think about all this stuff intellectually, and we could read every book under the sun, but until we are active, we have an active practice, and whether that be meditation or prayer, you don't change the chemistry of your mind. So I highly recommend, if you are questioning anything about your emotional eating or your relationship with food, or how to get back to that intuition, to meditate in the morning. And a guided meditation like this with affirmations. I send my body love. I release any negative judgment. Will truly change the vibration that you're feeling for the day. And again, if you do it for day after day, it will change the vibration of your life. So I hope that was helpful. I will continue to do these lives and try to answer all the questions that I got yesterday. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Okay, bye.